right. Looks like we are live, probably. Let me check and confirm. Let's see if I don't think so. Let's see. Any? Oh, it does say live. Okay, cool. All right, we are session 26. Vaclav, looks like your camera is off. I don't know if that's intentional or not.
Is I don't know why it's on. It's showing a green light.
Well, the green light's for when you're
Um,
talking, but I didn't see.
cool.
Oh, weird. Oh, but you're. All right,
That's funny.
we are session 26. Vaclav, looks like your camera is off. I can hear myself. I had my stream running in the back. And um, Travis, do you mind starting us off on what happened the last time?
I do not. Okay. On the 25th session, which I deemed down with the flottards, or as sometimes pronounced, the floatards.
No.
The party was the party. I don't know, something late into the night. Phoenix gets. Oh yeah, the party. I was thinking party as in a group, but no, it was an actual party. Went late into the night. Phoenix got hammered off of leftover cups and Uncle Loki's corruptive assistance.
Kind of like that.
We long rested, and then after much deliberation, the caravan is started at the at is staged, excuse me, at the local stables. Eris's human chick, in quotations, is joining, leaving a dear John for her dad or daddy. Winter is not, all caps, picking up on the how to score vibe with quotations and exclamations. King Vaclav King ingests a dwarf mining engineer spirit to help survey for the Tiefling Transit tram line. The family travels to the top and enters the North Fork Spire. They're all very impressed and wondering how we've grown in powers and connections, etc. We spend time enjoying the spa, healing, etc. activities, and the pool games. Dante's Inferno, Get Your Souls Here, Vaclav versus Lydia.
Classics.
Classics, just the classics. The family portal to Starlake Spire. Um, when I say the family, that's as one word because that's what we decided our last name was.
The family.
Family, yeah. So
I
the
don't recall
family.
that, but that works.
That either.
Yeah, I was saying, what's our last name? What's our last name? And we're like, we don't have a last name. We're the family. And I was like, oh, our last name is the family. Okay, good. So we're the family. The family, all portal to Starlake Spire. Winter dashes to his horde with Mazza in pursuit. Rosa links up with Etch about changes approved by Wakefield. She's not happy. Phoenix thinks this is good. Villagers can trade souls for solace. Needs to procure soul jars. KVK takes Lydia to the throne room. The room has suffered from misuse! Exclamation point. KVK is embarrassed. Phoenix takes all the kids to his room and they do range activities and general shenanigans ensue until he takes them to his and Winter's room, apartment, excuse me. There's no entry because Winter finds a breaking and entering attempt, which something about those flathead adults who are deemed the flattards suck. They tried to steal from us. And then it says, note, Marvin and Sarles are the two Spire tieflings. Wakefield is the Flathead representative. And then we go to the throne room where Stram Downtree and Trim Longspire, the human conspirators, are
Alleged.
alleged conspirators, and Phoenix and Winter interrogate Wakefield for more info, and we go to find something, but Stram doesn't know shit. Rosa, KVK, and Loki argue about continuing to close off the horror realm portal. KVK is not leaving. Wakefield is bringing in the next group of flatheads. Rosa and Loki are ready to stop the bad portal. And that's what I have.
That's pretty extensive.
That's all you need to know.
Pretty much the same thing. Return to Star Lake. In North Fork, the argument was what constitutes a legion, among other things, between Rosa and Vaclav. Everyone gets intoxicated, but Winter and Snowfall do not seem to be affected. Lots of discussion about how to leave. Then heading to the Spire, Winter leads the group and gets them there safely. There are adventurers along the way, and they're scared of and hiding from the family. We show the Spire to the family and then teleport to the other one. In Star Lake, lots more people and things inside the Spire. Wakefield gives an update, makes it sound like the Bastion is bringing in lots of money with rent. Winter sprints off towards his room and finds there was an attempted break-in using pickaxes. Phoenix leads the young tieflings around. The adults talk about the Bastion, what to do next. Vaclav tries to impress his ex, but it goes awry when she sees the bodacious babes, one of which she blasts the head off of. And then Vaclav insists the party should stay at the Bastion. Uh, Party discussion discusses going west to the Bastion that just opened up. Phoenix notices Wakefield is hiding something. We get like the thievery plot attempt. Wakefield blames Strom and Trem. Winter tracks one of them down, and he seems to have no idea what he's talking about. Winter then sends Snowfall off to tackle Wakefield, and that's where we ended. I think everyone else was kind of walking outside as Phoenix and Winter figured that out with Snowfall. And then I thought the family was the Hope family. Isn't that what we said in
The
session
Hope
one?
family?
Hope, Hope. Yeah.
That sounds good too. I don't remember. I don't remember deciding we were the family. I like
wrote
the Hope
down-
family too, so.
I wrote down the Hope family in session one and described each of us.
I'm sure that's it then. That's what I was like out of game asking, like, hey, what is our family's name? And everyone was like, we don't have a name. We're just because we have all come from like different sources, you know? So it's like,
Yeah, that's why we called
just
the
the
Hope, I
family.
think. Like
Yeah.
we're all a found family situation, so I thought that's why we had said Hope, the Hope family.
I like it.
We don't need hope anymore. We got powerful magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Impregnable
We
fortresses.
could change our last name
That's true.
to the Drakes or the Dragons.
Yeah, I have trouble seeing you guys agreeing on changing your last name, but I'd be excited for that conversation. If someone convince Winter for it not to be Dragon, then
It's Drake.
oh, Drake. Sorry, clearly.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, if I recall, we kind of were ending as the party was, well, the party minus Winter and Phoenix, I think, was joining Wakefield out front to like address everyone, and they were talking about like the moving in plan. If you recall, there were like apartment blocks kind of being built in the like underneath the Spire area according to like Wakefield's parameters. And one of them was opening up, I believe. I said the plan, but I don't know if I wrote it down or remembered it. But there's like multiple blocks, and one was opening up, and the party was joining to like celebrate the opening of the block, I think. And then Winter and Phoenix were going out to confront Wakefield with something related to the Horde, I believe. Is that correct?
Mhm.
So, was the rest of the party like? You guys were Wakefield had already left, if I recall, and then you guys were like casually joining him, and then Winter and Phoenix were like running quickly, and I think Snowfall was like running really fast or something. Winter, Ken, do you remember? Can you
Winter-
remind me what your plan was?
Winter had told the party to watch Wakefield, and
Right,
then they left. Yeah. And then when Winter and Phoenix realized Trem knew nothing, he sent Snowfall to fly and tackle Wakefield
got it.
ahead. And then they were closely behind Snowfall.
Okay, Phoenix. I don't is Sparks. I don't think is around, so I'm gonna move him into our like not used area. But Vaclav, Rosa, Loki. The three of you then would have been like joining Wakefield, right? I kind of made like a little platform out in the front so they can like kind of go stand on it to address everybody. Looks like Wakefield has had that built since last time. Um, we'll have. Would you guys all, the three of you, would you join Wakefield? He would certainly invite you up to the platform.
Sure.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay, perfect. Then Snowfall, I believe, was running ahead with or flying and so kind of going a little faster. And then Winter and Phoenix, were you guys like full tilt sprinting?
Yeah.
And your movements are both 30, or is one of you faster than that?
Winter's 40.
Oh wow, okay. Phoenix, yeah, I would imagine you're unless you're gonna shape change or something to go faster. And what's Snowfall's speed?
Also 40.
Oh, so Snowfall wouldn't necessarily be any faster than Winter.
He wouldn't be much ahead. He sent him off first, but he was right behind.
Aside from like difficult terrain and being able to fly directly, right?
Well, Winter ignores most of that anyways.
Oh, that makes sense. So you just scramble over the edge of the.
Yeah.
So you would be just right behind Snowfall then.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let me see what's going on. Where's my little dice? All right. Rosa, Vaclav, and Loki, you guys are kind of like invited up. Wakefield kind of like puts his arms up to kind of like calm the crowd down. People are kind of out front. The three of you kind of like look out at the people and can all three of you please make a perception and an insight check and then put those in the chat, please. Not Phoenix or Winter, though. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Chat.
Apparently, I'm so happy to be back in Starlake. I don't know what's going on.
That's okay. It happens. Perfect. Wow.
Is it perfect? I don't know.
Well, perfect for my storytelling. For my intended narrative, it works very well, which I appreciate. Yeah, so the three of you kind of like look out at the crowd and you kind of see maybe some familiar faces of people in the crowd. There's like mothers and fathers and like children. Lots of them are kind of like huddled together, kind of like under blankets and kind of like looking up and out. A lot of them have some kind of like breakfast that they've got, some kind of like little bowls with some kind of like stew and like some bread that they're kind of like quickly like eating and enjoying in front of them. You probably notice that there is like a table outside with like some food and refreshments kind of like set up, and it looks like there's Wakefield has some of his people kind of like managing that and kind of like setting it up. There
Dan,
are more people out than there were like the last time you've seen them, and there's like the whole area is just like packed with people, and there's like a little whispers of like, oh, what's gonna happen? Oh, they're excited. And let's see, the highest insight was Vaclav. And Vaclav, you would notice that everyone's kind of like looking up to the platform. They're looking like at Wakefield and they're looking at the party, but they seem to be looking more towards Wakefield than maybe you. And it seems like you hear a couple of like voices of like, I'm so like, thank you, Wakefield, for setting this up. This is like wonderful. And like thanking the Spire and everyone, but it seems like there's a little bit more attention directed towards him as he's kind of starting off. And he kind of like starts off by saying that welcome everyone, welcome, thank you so much for our gracious leaders, Vaclav, Rosa, and Loki behind him. And he kind of like points to you, and there's kind of like some, let me see. There's like some wild cheering and whistling as he kind of like motions towards the three of you for thanks. Right there, though, that's when all three of you would notice, certainly, that Snowfall and Winter are kind of like running up over the edge of the stone, like running directly towards the platform. Ken, would you be saying anything, or are you just kind of like running directly, silently, or because I'm picturing you're kind of like coming up over the stone, and you're high up too, so you can kind of like see this crowd immediately, and you kind of see Wakefield, and he's like motioning to the rest of your party, Rosa, Vaclav, and Loki, like behind him.
I'd probably be just yelling like angrily, "Oh, Wakefield!" As I'm like running and clambering over stuff. Yeah.
Perfect. And I believe you've directed Snowfall to tackle. So we'll kind of have you
Yes.
move up a bit. Everyone's kind of like silent, all of a sudden, like staring at you two, kind of like running in. Loki, Vaclav, and Rosa, I'm gonna. What are you up to? And I'm gonna say, as you guys, Winter and Snowfall are coming in, Phoenix, that's when you're gonna crest the. Would you be going over the stone as well, or kind of like running around the side?
No, over.
Over. I kind of figured, yeah. So you'd be cresting as well, just as you kind of hear Snowfall, Winter, yeah.
And like anything that Winter's yelling, then I would just be re-yelling.
Yeah.
Like, Wakefield! Wakefield! We got you! We got you!
Got it. Perfect.
So I think when everybody was screaming and whistling,
Yeah.
I like pushed the gnome aside, and I was like doing the this kind of gesture.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
And
Can
I
you
got
do
full
a?
perception? So I don't.
Can you do a check with advantage? I'm thinking of like a performance, maybe, or like what would that be?
I'll do performance.
Yeah,
I am quite a ham.
that's what I'm thinking.
25.
Oh yeah, geez. So yeah, they were pretty. He rolled well too, Wakefield, on his performance. But they're like even better, and they're cheering, rowding, and like they're throwing some of their
I'm
stuff.
flexing.
You see some of their like rolls start flying into the air,
Shooting
and
off
things.
some fire in the air.
Oh, that's right. Perfect. As you're doing that, Rosa, Loki, you guys doing anything as well?
I am okay. I'm actually going to. I'm watching all this going on, and in the same moment, I'm seeing Winter and Snowfall, like they're gunning for Wakefield. I want to stand in between Wakefield and Snowfall.
Oh, got it. Sure. Perfect. Oh, and I forgot to add, there are two other gentlemen up on the platform that you've not met before. Maybe they're probably like familiar to you, but they're kind of like on the side of the platform as well. And they're kind of like wearing pretty well-worn armor, it looks like, with some like weapons and things attached. Probably like a longsword, maybe even a mace and a shield, and a little grizzled looking on their faces. But as you move, Rosa, he would move away from you to give you like space to stand where you're intending to stand.
Yeah, and then just so you know, as the story unfolds, I'm actually going to try to stop Snowfall and
I suspected that was the case. Perfect. And then Loki.
I'm just standing behind Vaclav with playing, I don't know, whatever kind of royal music I would be able to.
I go power chords. Power chords.
There you go.
Got it. So some heavy metal.
I'll help him ham it up.
Yeah, of course. I forgot that you would, of course, assist in the performance as well.
I rolled so badly for perception. I don't think that I realized what's going on back there.
That also fits because I think that it's so distracting, all this energy coming from the crowd,
Yeah.
that you're just like.
But now, does the crowd fall silent and they're all like looking past me?
I think they are, like, suddenly. And it was your best
Okay.
pose, too, when they got silent.
Yeah.
So that would be, like, extra alarming, probably, to Vaclav.
Yeah, so I'm all frustrated, and I'm trying to pose harder.
Exactly, yeah, as your veins, like, pop out. Perfect. Snowfall and...
Got that dad gut.
Yeah.
That's right.
Snowfall and Winter, what is your intention?
Snowfall's trying to fly right in and tackle Wakefield.
Sure. Would Snowfall be flying, like, high? My question is, like, he's flying, but it looks like Rose's intention might be to stop Snowfall in the meta sense, but would Snowfall be trying to get to Wakefield as quick as possible, or would he be like intentionally staying out of Rose's grasp? Or maybe that might be a check as we get close.
It probably is flying straight at him.
That would make sense. Perfect.
Co-height altitude or whatever.
Yeah, so Snowfall's gonna run right by you, Rosa, towards Wakefield.
So I yell in my alpha speaking to a pet kind of a deal.
Sure.
I get power pose, and I use my thaumaturgy to make it really loud, flare my eyes, looking directly at Snowfall, and in Draconic, I say, stop.
Oh, do you know Draconic? You might
I
know
do.
that at least. Nice.
Probably no stop, certainly.
I know Draconic. I've had it on my character sheet since the beginning, and I just
nice.
the kids do their thing because it's
listening to us the whole time.
Oh, totally. But it's all just nonsense. So I'm like, you guys are idiots. So I stop. Well, because you guys are children. You're like, but yeah. So I do that.
So I'm thinking it would not be a handle animal because Snowfall's like a sentient person, but he's not like completely controlled by Ken. So I'm gonna say maybe like a persuasion with advantage in here, and then maybe we'll see what that is, and then that'll determine if he's gonna listen to you. Does that sound fair, Ken? Unless you have a better idea,
intimidation,
Tabby?
maybe.
Oh, intimidation. Oh, that's better.
Intimidation, yeah.
Good point. Yeah, I guess you're not reasoning with him.
Oh yeah, that's a 24.
Got it. Yeah, I think Snowfall's gonna like screech cartoonishly stop right in front of Rosa with like big eyes. Snowfall does talk, right? Or no? Yeah. But Winter said, and he'll kind of stop right there. And Winter, what are your intentions? Looks like Snowfall stopped right in front of Rosa. You heard her. Go ahead.
Wakefield's trying to steal from us.
And I say, not now.
Not right now. We did it earlier.
Just a second ago.
Yeah.
He was trying to steal from us. He's just not doing it right now.
I'm looking around. How many people?
That would be in Infernal as well.
Oh, it is Infernal. Okay.
Yeah.
Phoenix, are you also speaking in Infernal?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Sorry, Tabby, go ahead.
How many people, like, are we, is the microphone turned on to us now?
Yeah, so you're like hot micing, but you are speaking in Infernal. So everybody's like looking and trying to figure out what you're talking about.
They hear Wakefield's name and then like...
Would you call Wakefield or would you call him some other name?
I said Wakefield.
Okay, got it. So it'd be like, Wakefield.
Yeah.
and
And yeah, I'm
I,
imagining you're pointing too. You know, like
Yeah.
you're like look, I don't know.
um and I'm like looking, like I'm imagining bringing in that like mom school marm vibe, and I'm like, this is not the time or place in Infernal, and I'm like talking through my teeth
Yeah.
in Infernal, and I'm like,
Which makes it super freaky to the crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like
Like the-
evil incarnate right now. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
like the Japanese scary samurai mask,
Yeah.
you know, with teeth and shit.
As your like horns grow larger and your skin like
Yeah.
reddens and like your huge tongue like lashes out. Yeah, for sure.
and I say, we will deal with this in the spire after Wakefield and Vaclav talk to the crowds.
Winter's gonna like put his arms across,
Yeah, for sure.
like, and eyes start squinting, like really, and then he points at Wakefield, and I'm gonna hunter's mark Wakefield, and then step back.
Is there any indication of your hunter's mark to others? And I don't know if there's actually a rule, but what in your mind
Yeah.
would there be when Winter like hunters marks someone? Just curiosity, is it like
I don't think so. It just says you magically mark one creature as your query.
yeah, I don't think the spell says. I'm more just curious of like when Winter's manifesting this hunter's mark, do you imagine it to be some kind of like signifier?
Probably not.
Is there like a little
Yeah.
dragon that form that goes over their head and disappears or something? Or like, as I'm imagining in
Oh,
the
yeah.
party, would you be like, would everyone know who Winter marks, or would it
Right.
like be a surprise?
I think that we would know that
Yeah.
he is casting Hunter's Mark
Hmm.
Probably. They've
because
seen me do it a
he's
bunch.
done it. Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking like a real focused stare and then maybe a like
Oh,
something
Wendy's or
like
something
that,
would be
you know. I don't know.
Burger
Yeah.
or double.
Yeah,
Sorry,
as-
Andy
know
was
that
asking
he
me.
cast it.
So what
I
was
don't-
it?
I don't know if there'd be any kind of indication
Okay.
other than in his mind.
But I do know that, like, I mean, he's standing right in front of me. I'm doing the mean mom thing right now, and he does that, and that's when you would see the, I told you not now. And-
Phoenix, I'm
I'll be
kind of
like-
imagining you're running up to Winter, like next to him. Are
Right.
you mimicking, or what are you doing?
So I pull up next to Winter, and Winter's got this thing going on,
Yeah.
and he's just staring at
Wakefield?
Wakefield, and so I'm like, oh yeah. So I just look at Wakefield, cross my arms, and then I just go like this. That's all I got.
Perfect.
I'm going to turn back to the crowd in a booming voice. I'm going to be like, hey, thanks for all coming out tonight. How's that potato salad?
Tip your waiters.
Working the crowd.
I just flew in, and boy, are my arms tired. Kind of yeah.
I just manifested out of the fireplace.
Right. Perfect. Winter, Phoenix, and Snowfall. Are you guys? I'm picturing Snowfall's kind of gonna back up, kind of go behind
Yeah.
Winter and Phoenix after he's kind of like a little afraid of Rosa right there. Are you guys gonna like stay right there off the platform, or are you gonna like go back inside and huff, or what would be like where are you going as they're continue talking?
I'm getting up in a position where I can watch Wakefield this whole time,
sure,
and
of
I'm
course.
flanking with Snowfall. Yeah. He's not going anywhere.
Perfect.
Dan, what time of day is it?
I don't quite
It's
remember, but I'm kind of imagining that like it's breakfast, it's morning kind of a thing. We're like doing a little like a move-in day.
And then these people, like, are they coming with freaking belongings
Yes.
and like, And are they in some sort of like? Is there like? Have they been camping out here,
It looks
or
like
did they come?
that's a good question. It looks more like they've been like living in broken down houses or in like taken in by with other people's houses and just like finding places to live. And some of them probably have like a bunch of their belongings. They might even have like a little like donkey or cart or something with some of their stuff in it. Some of them probably have like even less than that, and some are probably just here to like see what's going on and hear what's there's not a lot of entertainment. You can't go turn on the TV, so they're gonna go out and be like, "Ooh, what are the tieflings gonna do today?"
And are these people like? Are any of them upper or middle class? Are they all like the poorest of the poor?
No, there is probably not a lot of like upper class people, but there are definitely more middle class people than you would have expected. Kind of like around, and they seem to be like embraced by the community and not like pushed off to the side. That the whole calamity is kind of like brought the town together.
And when they have all their belongings with them, are any of them wielding weapons or armor or anything like that? These are just
No,
straight.
the only people would be there might be like some guards around that were like previously employed as guards, but they're just kind of like patrolling, and they seem to be have like little strips of color probably tied to like an epaulet or something that are like similar to the color scheme that like Wakefield is kind of like showing. And Vaclav, don't you have a color scheme that you made on your banners that are on the spire?
Yeah, I suppose.
So it's probably
Uh,
similar to that, but like a little bit different.
Probably go with the traditional tiefling, crimson and black.
Crimson and black.
Oh,
Perfect.
Yeah.
got it.
Sorry, one second. Andy has a question for me.
Do you want the food now, or can I promise to give it to you at 12:30? It's fine.
Could you grab a couple little snack bars? I mean, I can always get them too, and bring them over. And then if you
Let me
12:30, or maybe if there's a couple food things you can bring back from the meeting.
do one. I'm grabbing a pumpkin.
Okay,
Right,
so
to take over.
Oh,
Ken
sure.
is
And
not there
those
either.
things you might need to present as
Why
well.
do they think that
Not
Wakefield is
really.
stealing from us?
Just make them aware they should be asking.
I can't
the
fucking remember,
adults
but we
what supplies they need.
Supplies.
Like,
we
I
have
know,
Well, he
they pretty much
evidence.
know my
like I
things.
know he's Ponzi scheming,
Yeah.
but like,
Wait, what?
like he's
no, he
It's
lied to
like
them.
wood
He lied to them about
and
who was
fabric
carrying
is what I'm
pickaxes.
looking
He
for. And then I think I
Yeah.
shared
Right.
Put them on
construction's
some
going
other
to start
guys.
like the Monday.
Yeah,
But
that's
then-
that's right.
But
It
the-
was all about the breaking and the
the
entering
Halloween.
attempt.
And I'll be
Sure.
like posting.
But then didn't we
volunteer
also
opportunities
like
looking for people
like
to
the
help
breaking
in
and
there, too.
entering? When you guys talked to those people, there wasn't any definitive like.
No, Wakefield.
I don't think there's
pinned it-
any definitive evidence that Wakefield did anything. No.
Okay.
Cool. Sorry about that.
Just so you know, for Winter and Phoenix, the definitive evidence is that Wakefield pinned it on the two scapegoats who obviously didn't know shit about it. And so we're like, Wakefield must pay.
So okay, like it's clear. I guess it's out of game. You guys are clearly like. You're talking about these, like the horde that's in
Yeah,
the room
yeah.
when really Wakefield's horde is right in front of us.
What?
Like he's planning on getting rich off of these people.
Off the people, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
Cool. Sorry, I'm having a little computer trouble. Getting some really bad lag, and for some reason,
Winter.
Have you tried unplugging and plugging in, Dan?
Oh my
no,
god.
it's Andy. Are you using my computer's stuff right now?
Ken,
It has full
what is,
GPU.
What is Winter like? I know that he's. Is he like?
What?
Is he basically Legolas? But like as
To
far
you,
as
Andy,
like
yeah.
his build and everything.
He's probably a
Okay,
little
or maybe I have something else
stockier
going on
than
wrong.
yeah, Legolas. Yeah,
Okay.
more He probably like what Aragorn is in Lord of the Rings. I would say more
Got
like
it.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Teenager though, not like
Not
man.
87, 80, whatever year old man. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how old he is.
Who is Legolas and who's the other guy?
Legolas is the elf who wields the bow, and
Let me know when
Aragorn
it's shut
is the
down.
king of all men.
Okay,
He
so you have
kicked
to
the helm and broke his foot
Yep.
and kept
dude with the
Oh,
beard,
then must be something else weird.
the good-looking guy.
Viggo
like
Mortensen.
Vigo. Okay, so Vigo is
All right,
is
sorry. I'm